Welcome to the SparcStart TA Leader Series, where we talk to thought leaders in the industry about trends, about questions, about things they're seeing, sometimes great stories, sometimes warning stories. Today, I'm thrilled to have Deb McGrath join us. Deb, would you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Sure. For 26 years, I've been the chief instigator and founder of HR.com, building the largest community of HR professionals with just over 2.2 million members. So I think I've seen a few weird and wonderful things in my 26 years. And I've known you for a while, but I can hardly wait to talk about this leader series.
Great. Well, yeah, you've got access to so much data and so many different large employers, small employers, and so forth. And one of the things that I'd love to talk to you about, because you do have such broad perspective, is there's no doubt that the role of recruiter and talent acquisition in HR is changing pretty dramatically. Do you think the industry is ready for all the changes that are coming at it?
They are definitely not ready. Okay, so that's not a very good thing to say about our friends. But here's the reality. In the last really since COVID, they've had a really rough go, right? Like hire a million
Absolutely.
people, lay off a million people, resize, go global, don't go global, come back to work. Like just a lack of focus and direction on really developing their people and really just react mode to the current economy, the current tragedy, whatever it is that's hitting them, right? So they haven't really invested in themselves. That coupled with a whole new layer of technology with AI coming into the space, they haven't had the opportunity to understand how this could impact their job or their career or how it could make them more valuable in their current roles. So we're at a conundrum where HR people say they don't have the skills. Okay, they have all this data. They don't know what to do about it, right? They don't know, even when they get reports, they don't really know what it means. And they don't know, oh gosh, like how do I fix this? Or is it broken? Or what's the story behind it that I can tell? So it's a whole skill that they've never been trained or really had the opportunity to use. And most people, frankly, just aren't really good at it. So we need to upskill and bring them to the new AI environment. And they need one important thing that most people don't have in HR is curiosity. Like they need to think outside the box. What would happen if I had this data and if I could, if I modeled it in a different way, right?
And everything from looking at the data and saying, what does this data mean? I mean, I'm a big believer in saying, don't collect the data unless you're going to do something different because of it. If the number's high, do you do something different if the number's low? If it's, 46.7, okay.
But what does that 46.7 mean?
Right,
Is that good or
right,
bad? Right?
right. What do you do with it? But, and I think so many people, particularly in recruiting, right now are trying to hang on to their jobs with their fingernails, right? There's so much uncertainty going on. What do they need to do? I think there are people who are aware of the fact. I mean, AI, we all partially understand it, right? It's moving so fast. But the fact that there's a lot of data out there, if you're a TA leader, what do you do for your people right now so that they do get the skills they need?
I think you put them on education and curiosity. Let them, like even looking at um, the free stuff that's out there, right? So ChatGTP is launching models every day. Right before Christmas, they had the 12 days of OpenAI, which was an amazing series. And they were like literally like 7 to 15 minute videos. On full disclosure, a couple of them, I had no idea what they did. Okay. They were very techy, very like Python programming, but the other 10 of the 12, you could think, I wonder how that works in HR, how I could use that to improve the process in HR, to write better job descriptions, to get better research, to understand what the total market capability are, how many people have these nursing skills in certain areas. Like there's just so many other things you can do that weren't available even a year or 2 years ago, right? And they're all available to people predominantly for free. unless you're a real geek and you need to have it right now, faster and even more accurate. And the opportunities are just so endless. But we need to take time out of our busy, busy days and learn all of these things and how we can help improve the process, the opportunities within our field of HR.
And there's some skepticism or lack of confidence in the data that AI is producing, but that's a matter of understanding how to check it, how to look at it for reasonableness. It doesn't just mean, oh, the data's not always accurate, so never mind, I'm not going to do that. That's
No,
not the answer.
that is definitely not the answer because it could be one data point and it may not be 100% accurate, but it may be better than the data you currently have in your system, or it could be another point that validates the data you have in your system. But for the first time, like we're not looking at, oh gosh, in our database, we have Georgia abbreviated GA, Georgia, Atlanta, like all these various stuff, but it can all be normalized on the fly and give you better data than ever before, right? So our data was never clean in HR, and it came from various sources. So, but you don't need a lot of good data to get trend data, right?
Right.
And the outliers, they come out pretty quickly.
Right.
So,
Right. Yes.
so
I am amazed to hear employers say, we have a policy, we don't allow candidates to use any AI in their applications. And my approach is, I don't want a hire who doesn't use AI. If they don't know how to utilize that tool, they don't have to be expert at it, but if they're afraid of it, they're going to be afraid of it on the job. And there are ways to use it effectively. And we seem to be in this gray area right
it's
now.
fair. Well, I'm Canadian, thank God. But
Yes.
but the US is in a fear-based economy right now, right? People are afraid if they don't know this, they're not going to get the job, or um, they're afraid of losing out. They're afraid of they're just afraid of so many things. So they always have these reasons why they can't do it. Somebody may hack into our system. I got to tell you, someone's going to hack into your system if you're safe, or if you use it, or if you don't, right? If they want in, they're going to get in.
Right.
So what you've got to do is be aware of all the risks and obstacles associated with using it, but be cautious, but optimistic, and try it, right? It's not going away. And it reminds me, like 25 years ago when I started HR.com, and believe it or not, I was doing internet recruiting sessions with a gentleman named Yves Lemeroux. Our biggest constraint when we were talking to companies were, I'm not putting an email on a website, right? Or a URL for careers or jobs. But this was before the internet was in color. Okay. So, we're not talking 25 years of development now. So people have that same fear right now that they had 25 years ago by putting that stuff out. But this will not be an obstacle in 6 months.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, it's going to happen.
It is going to happen. And if they're not going to be part of the train, they're going to be off that train.
I was talking to one TA leader who, for 4 weeks, had her entire team spend 1 hour a week talking about how they were using AI and what they had done. And everyone was expected to come to the meeting with something they had done that had helped. It didn't mean everything they did had to have but they had to try enough things till they found something, and then they had to share it with the team, which I loved. But I only know
idea.
I only know one person that I know that's implemented that. But in a non-threatening, no consequences, except you have to try. To your point of curiosity, it amazes me that people don't want a lot. They don't understand the whole thing, so they don't put their toe in the water. And it's so essential.
So we are doing 10-minute sessions with all of our staff, just experimenting, trying, finding out what people can do and sharing it. And some of it doesn't have an application to us building our social network or our community, but it gives you relevant stuff that you can imagine. So in today's staff meeting, one of our staff in Bangladesh created a video and a song all for all of our staff.
Wow.
All in AI. Yep.
Yeah. I love anything video. So that's all great stuff. Yeah. Wonderful. I want to be respectful of your time. You and I could talk all afternoon, and at times we have, but want to just put that out there. It's a great nugget for people to start to think about. Whether it's an individual just upskilling, yes, you're right. The U.S. economy is full of fear, and people are afraid to lose their jobs. You don't want to stoke that fear, but you do want to say, yeah, just try it. Just stay with it.
Try it. Be
Instead of
confident.
right, recoiling and saying, "No, I can't do this." Try it, and for any TA leaders to ask their staff to put their foot in the water, see what they can find out. What does the data tell you? What is it believable? How are you, validating it? What other things have you looked at that say, yes, that number seems, directionally correct, and something that's helpful to me in my job. I love it. To hope everybody picks that up. So. Deb, thank you. As always, great insight. Love talking to you. And good luck with all of the sessions that you're doing, and we'll keep in touch. Thanks.
Great. Thank you.